All right, man. It's been kind of a transition for you, to say the least. I mean, I don't even know if we got to see you last year. Last time I talked to you before that, you were playing on the other side of the ball. What's this transition been like in this process between going from defensive end to last year, making that conversion, not getting a lot of playing time? I think you were one of the few guys that really didn't get worked in there because Tanner was on the end there. And then, obviously, this year you're sitting at the top of the depth chart. What's that been like?
It's been a lot of experiences. It's been overall enjoyable. I feel like this is the spot where I belong. I'm doing well. I'm enjoying it. I think it was all part of a plan. Tanner taught me so much just by observing him and having a full year to learn from Coach Grunhard and Coach Weiss. It's been a great transition. It's been real smooth, real easy, and it's paid off right now.
What was that like learning under Tanner last year? I mean, he was one of the leaders of that offensive line, and you were kind of his understudy. What was that like for you? What did you learn from him?
One of the biggest things I learned from him was consistency. He was real consistent with everything he did. He didn't get tired. He didn't lose technique. He just did everything fundamentally sound, the whole game and everything. And that was one of the biggest things I picked up from him. To try and do that every play, watching myself on film, I'll be like, okay, I was tired there. I wasn't as low as I should be. I need to get lower and everything.
What about working with Coach Grunhard? What's that like?
That's exciting. He brings a lot of energy and a lot of intensity, and that's good. He knows what it takes. He's been in the NFL for so many years, and he knows what it takes, and he brings that same energy to coaching, which is great.
What kind of transition have you made? I mean, when you came in, when you signed on at KU as a defensive lineman, how much did you weigh?
I was 245 when I reported my first summer.
And where are you at now?
285.
285, so that's about 40 pounds, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell? I mean, is it such a gradual progression that, I mean, do you notice? I mean, can you feel that extra weight?
It's been a lot of good weight. We have a very good strength coach here, Coach Holzhoppel, and his supporting staff. So it's been pretty good weight. So that takes down the notice. I don't feel slower, but my times are slower. But that just comes with the weight. So I mean, but overall, it's nothing bad, and it's been a great experience. Like I said earlier, everything's good.
Talking to a lot of the other guys, it sounds like you guys do a lot of things off the field, whether it be eating together or just going out together, whatever it may be. Now, how important is communication on that offensive line, especially at that left tackle position?
Oh, it's very important. It's the biggest thing you can do pre-snap to know what you're doing, and especially not only know what you're doing, but the guy, in my case, to the right of me is doing. If I know he's there, or if I know he's not there, my technique can change just a little bit. Communication tells us almost what to do. For example, we could almost not hear the play, or one of us could not hear the play, and we could just communicate verbally with technique, words, and whatnot, and blocking schemes, and almost figure out the play from there.
Last year, Dwayne Zlatnick would have been right next to you. Did you practice much with him? I know Tanner was the starter. Did you ever get a chance to work much with Dwayne?
I had very few reps next to him. As far as the reps we had together, I was just excited to, on those reps I'd be out there with the first team, so I was really excited to be out there. He was good to work with. He was a big body.
Yeah, well, that's kind of where I was going with this. He was known for being a real strong, physical dude. How's he compare to Nalu, who's next to you now? Right?
Nalu's a very strong individual himself, and he's coming into it pretty good. He's learning the system very well. Overall, I think he's doing a great job, and I just keep looking forward to every day that me and him get to be next to each other and compete.
Do you feel like you guys are? I mean, I know it's still early, and you guys two padded practices now, but how's it kind of coming together? So many new pieces. It's going to take some time, right?
Yeah, there's time, but there's progress. Every practice has been getting better. Our O-line has been coming together pretty well. And just each week we're all becoming closer and closer and closer, especially now with all these practices and meetings. We get a chance to be around each other a lot. And it's very good for the team. It's very good for the O-line itself to, work together off the field and understand each other better, and that will produce better results out in the field.
How much fun was it getting those pads back on?
I don't like no pads.
Yeah.
It gives the defense a lot of advantage against the O-line especially. So having those pads there, it's been great.
You have many battles with Chris Martin?
There's been not battles, but we've gone up against each other a couple times.
Yeah. You notice the difference between last year and this year as far as the guys you're going against?
Last year I didn't get a lot of reps during the ones or whatnot, and especially during the season there was the scout team. So, but this year, especially there's every day's competition. So it's not they're out there fighting first spot, I'm out there fighting first spot. So we're just building off each other and getting better and better.